Hi there. Today's video will be a little bit different. I came across some R. Kelly lyrics recently, and we have my husband to thank for that. Do you want to explain?
Yeah,
or
I think it deserves an explanation. So recently on my Instagram, I've been flooded with R. Kelly content. I don't know why, especially
I know why. He has a very advanced form of humor where he thinks the most absurd things are funny.
I don't find R. Kelly's situation funny.
You find it funny that they want justice for him.
Oh, that's funny, yeah. This account, I think it's called like Ghetto Princess. I don't know. I've never clicked on the page itself, so I don't know anything about it, but it shows up all the time. There was one clip of R. Kelly singing about a cheeseburger that he got from McDonald's. That one was a good one.
It's all like hashtag justice for R. Kelly,
Yeah.
hashtag free R. Kelly. You know what all the abusers, the hashtag all abusers use?
And we don't condone freeing R. Kelly.
Not at all, as I think we'll make clear in this. He showed me this song. Or no, that's not actually how it went down.
It played in the car on shuffle.
No. You heard me listening to a TikTok, and you were like, "Are you listening to R. Kelly?" And I'm like, "No. Like, what? I don't even know what R. Kelly music is like. What are you talking about?" And then he showed me this R. Kelly music video, and I said, "Wow, these lyrics are like a masterclass in gaslighting. We should make a video about it."
Yeah, but to be clear, I knew about this song before I got flooded with R. Kelly.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, it just...
So you're an OG fan.
I'm not a fan at all. Yeah, this song is hilarious. And
In the worst way.
yeah, in the worst way. And so this was independent, but R. Kelly was just on my mind because of how flooded I am with justice for R. Kelly memes.
It's real
I don't even think they're
humor.
memes. They're not memes. They're serious posts.
Yeah.
But they're not hitting their target demographic.
No.
Because I'm not about that. So the song is Real Talk off of the Double Up album.
I have the lyrics here printed out. I have a few notes, and he will be helping me understand them a little bit because he's a little bit more attuned to like music lyrics than I am.
Sure. We're not going to play the song.
I don't think
and watch the video.
We're not allowed to. We're going to get
You
demonetized.
can if you can react. If you react,
No,
you can.
I think it might get taken down.
Okay. So then why did this song stick out to you? Like, you didn't have to gravitate towards it once I showed it to you.
Well, because, I mean, the red flags were there all along that this guy was not a good guy. Like, the lyrics, like I said, they really teach you how to gaslight someone and how to emotionally blackmail them. So I thought it would be interesting to just deconstruct the emotional abuse techniques.
All right.
So-
To each their own.
Yeah, so maybe we can alternate reading these lyrics.
Yeah.
Do I know your friend who? At a club? Who was there? Girl, I wouldn't. Wait a minute, calm down. So, okay, starting with invalidating her feelings, which is probably only going to aggravate her more. Like, I don't know, has ever in the history of humankind telling a woman, or really anyone, to calm down actually ameliorated the situation?
And for context, the song, if you've never heard it before, is a one-sided phone call he has with his girlfriend at the time. I don't know her age, but let's say she's above 18 for this.
Hopefully. Well, he said they'd been together for 5 years, so probably she's like 18.
We're getting there.
I was at the club with who? Get the fuck, man, you know what?
It's just some gas. Girl, I'm not about to sit up here and argue with who? Oh. Girl, I'm not about to sit up here and argue with... Oh.
Why?
Because with who's to blame is... Girl, I'm not about to sit up here and argue with you about who's to blame.
So here he's blame shifting because presumably she came to him and said, hey, my friend saw you at the club with some other women. And now he's trying to make it as if her being to blame is in question when it's all about, holding him accountable for something she heard about him. So why would she be to blame? Now, the lyrics to this song get a lot worse, but before we go on, a quick word from today's sponsor, Aura. Whenever somebody famous like R. Kelly does something terrible, we hear about it. It's broadcast everywhere and we know all the details. More than likely, however, these famous people don't affect your everyday life. There is a group of people who moves in the shadows, though, and does affect your day-to-day life, and they are data brokers. Why Why do you keep getting spammed? Why does it feel like everyone knows your phone numbers and email addresses? Data brokers compile your personal information and sell all your most sensitive information to the highest bidder. They do it without your consent, and they make billions selling your information to marketers, scammers, and even stalkers sometimes. And while they're legally required to remove your information if you ask them, they make the process hard and confusing on purpose. This is why I recommend Aura. They handle the hard part, not only removing your information from these websites, but actually keeping it off. As a woman on the internet, I know how important it is to keep your private information private, in addition to all the scam calls and emails that everybody receives. I've also had people try to impersonate me online, harass me, create new accounts to circumvent being blocked. It makes me sick to think that data brokers are profiting off of endangering people's lives. And using Aura feels like a way of taking back your power. Aura does all the heavy lifting, and you can just lean back and relax knowing that your information is safe. Plus, Aura is all-in-one digital security. It gives you alerts if your personal information is found on the dark web. It also has real-time fraud alerts for credit and banking, 24/7 monitoring to keep your identity secure, a secure VPN, antivirus, password manager, around-the-clock US-based support. And if anything goes wrong, Aura has $5 million in identity theft insurance protection. Their fraud agents are ready to help 24/7. Try Aura for free by clicking the link in my description, aura.com/AnnaYudin. In those 2 weeks, you'll discover where your data is being exposed and sold. I'm not leaving myself vulnerable, and neither should you. Now back to those R. Kelly lyrics.
I call no names. Real talk.
What does he mean by real talk? Why does he keep saying it? Why is it the name of the song?
Well, this is the first time he said it in the song.
Yeah, but he says it multiple times. Why?
He's just being true. He's saying,
he's
like,
just saying,
it's
like,
like saying facts.
He's saying facts to himself?
Yeah. See, girl, only thing I'm trying to establish with you is not who's right or who's wrong, but what's right and what's wrong. Real talk.
What does that even mean?
It's again referring to not wanting to argue about who's to blame. He's just saying, like, what's right and what's wrong.
Okay.
The subject, not who, but the actions.
But of course, because if someone were to be wrong, it would be him.
Well, we're only hearing his side of the phone call, aren't we?
Yeah.
We don't know what she's saying to instigate such a reaction out of R. Kelly. Kells.
You're right. Hashtag free R. Kelly.
No. Not Robert. Real talk. Just because your friends say she saw me at a club with some other bitches, sitting in VIP, smoking and drinking and kicking it, tell me, girl, did she say there were other guys there? Did she say there were other guys there? Were there other guys there? Well, tell me this.
So, I mean, I guess I just don't think that's really relevant. Like, if he were cheating on her, he could also cheat on her when other guys are nearby.
Yeah, but maybe she's saying, like, oh, I saw you with a bunch of women, and, like, he was saying, like, oh, but
Just a co-ed get-together.
Yeah, I wasn't alone with these women. I was with my boys, and we were all with these women. But it doesn't mean that anything was transpiring.
I guess that's true. It's just, in retrospect, knowing what we know now, I'm just a little bit doubtful that he wasn't cheating.
And I'm sure he had a reputation with the ladies, too. I
Yeah.
mean, he definitely did. I've seen all these... Yeah, I know he had a reputation before any of that came
You're
out,
to
too.
blame because you watched them to completion.
Well, some of them are pretty insane. Like his motions at the concert.
What do you mean?
I mean, there's a video of him, like, acting out, like, spitting a woman and stuff on stage and, like,
Oh.
all of that. And also, like, how he was in Nigeria singing about getting these women a passport to come home with him. He was insane. Is insane.
How the f*** she knew I was with them other girls then? When the whole club packed, wait a minute, let me finish what I got to say. I've been with you 5 years and you listening to your motherfucking girlfriends. I don't know why you f*** with them, all jealous, no man having ass hoes anyway. Real talk. Okay, so
I don't know why you fuck with them, all jealous, no man having ass hoes. Anyway, real talk.
The reason this is super manipulative is because he's trying to place distance between her and her friends. He's trying to make it seem like her friends have an agenda, like they want to break them up nefariously because they're single and bitter, I guess. So if you're, a single woman, can't be trusted to, give your girlfriend a heads up. And really, at the end of the day, it's just him trying to isolate her from her friends, from her support system, because he knows if she has people in her life who are saying, hey, this is not okay, then he doesn't have as much power and control over her. So this is what abusers love to do, is they love to put distance between their victim and the people they think aren't on their side.
Or maybe they're just some jealous no man having ass hoes. Always accusing me of some old bullshit when I'm just trying to have a good time. Robert, you did this. Kels, I heard you did that.
So I think it was interesting that he said old bullshit because it's kind of him trying to put distance between him and his actions in the form of time. Like, oh, so much time has passed since that old bullshit. It kind of sounds like maybe she has a reason to be a little bit doubtful that he's being faithful. And again, like, it's very defensive. If he weren't cheating on her, then her saying, hey, I heard I saw you at the club, he would just be like, oh, no, like I was with a bunch of guys. But it's very defensive the way he's like immediately starting a fight over this and, trying to place blame on her and her girlfriends. Like, don't you think like if he weren't cheating, he would have a different reaction?
Well, also, it's like, yeah, I mean, he definitely would. He wouldn't be so defensive, but it's clearly a pattern that's happened before, like always accusing me, Robert, you did this, Kels, I heard you did that. Like she's hearing a lot, and
there's a pattern established.
And where there's smoke, there's fire. So it's not just one time that she saw him at the club, but it's something that is reoccurring. And if he wasn't out there doing so much bullshit, she wouldn't be hearing so much.
Yeah.
And presumably, it would be like, oh my God, I can't believe I heard this about you once. Like, you want to tell me about that? Not like, oh, that's some old shit I used to do.
Yeah. Well, the issue to him is not that he did something. It's that she brings up that he does things.
Yeah. Don't you think I got enough bullshit on my mind? Real talk. Hold up. Didn't I just give you money to go get your hair, toes, and nails done the other day? Yeah, your ass was smiling then. Real talk.
You missed the O. Real talk O.
Real talk O.
The fact that he's throwing in her face that he gave her money to get her hair, toes, how do you do your toes and nails done?
Painted.
That's the nails.
Or toes. Maybe she got a pedicure.
Well, yeah, but that's still the nails. Anyway, the fact that he's thrown that in her face really shows this transactional view that he has of gifts. And it is emotional blackmail. Emotional blackmail, the acronym you should remember is FOG, F-O-G, fear, obligation, and guilt. And right now he's kind of latching onto the G, the guilt, by trying to guilt her. Like, I did this for you, therefore you have no reason to bring up when you hear something suspicious about me or to, have complaints or, things that you're dissatisfied with in the relationship. So that is, again, super manipulative. Gave who some damn money? I ain't gave nobody no damn money, girl. Okay, so it sounds like her response to that was, well, you also give other women money.
Yeah.
Is you tweaking? So implying that she's crazy, that she's not thinking straight, that she's not lucid. Pretty clear-cut example of gaslighting, trying to get her to doubt herself so that he, again, comes off looking more innocent. You see what your problem is? You're always running off at the mouth telling your girls your motherfucking business when they don't eat with us, they don't sleep with us besides. Yeah, so again, trying to isolate her from her girlfriends, from her other supports, the people that don't approve of him.
You call my mama's house and what?
Okay, I don't get this. What does he mean by that? She called his
mom
Why?
To hear about, to either like tell her, like complain about him to her or like ask about his whereabouts. So she's bringing his mom into their business, which he doesn't agree with. Oh, okay. Girl, my mama ain't got a screen no calls for me.
Okay, what does he mean by that though?
So like she was trying to get to Kels, if I'm not mistaken, through his mom, like call his mom to then get her in touch.
But screening calls, isn't that like when you don't want to pick up for someone?
Yeah, but you can have someone screen your calls for you, like what are they? Assistants, they pick up the phone for you.
Yeah, but
Secretaries,
how would
they
his
screen the
mom be
calls.
screening his calls if she calls his mom?
I don't know what she's calling his mom about.
About seeing him at the club.
At the club. Well, what's his mom? I also don't know how effective you are to get R. Kelly's mom involved if he's out at the club with some bottles and some jealous no man hating SOs. Real talk and watch your mouth. Fuck me, girl, fuck you. I don't give a fuck about what you're talking about. I'm sick of this bullshit. I'm coming home and getting my shit and getting the fuck up out of Dodge.
Watch your mouth. He's really starting to get disrespectful here. He's really starting to show that he sees sort of these power dynamics where he has all the power and there's, subservient partner who needs to watch her mouth, who can't speak her mind. It's not something people say to an equal. How would you feel if I said watch your mouth?
Well, I would need to say something that would warrant watch your mouth.
Okay, well, what if you called my mama to find out if I was cheating at the club and then I told you to watch your mouth?
Well, I would probably have an inkling that you were out there cheating, instead of like, hey, why'd you call my mom? Instead of, watch your mouth. Don't go tell my mom my business.
And then when he says he's coming home and basically like leaving her, I wonder if he's bluffing. If not, he's just kind of letting the argument escalate. Like, this is not healthy communication whatsoever. I get the sense both parties got heated, but all I'm seeing on his end is a whole bunch of emotional manipulation. You ain't got to worry about me no more. So again, sort of self-victimizing, which is another type of emotional blackmail. And the next time you're out, get horny, go f*** one of your funky ass friends. I wasn't sure here if he was talking about her female friends or like maybe a male friend or, who knows, maybe she's into women too. So I don't know what he means, but either way, he's trying to, again, speak down on her friends and try to sort of distance her from other people in her life. Hell yeah, you're probably doing that shit anyway. This, if I were to guess, is probably a type of projection. He's, blame shifting on one hand, like she accused him of cheating and now he's accusing her of cheating. But he's also kind of like throwing the accusation back on her. You gonna burn what? I'm really curious what was going on the other side of that phone.
Bitch, I wish you would burn my motherfucking clothes with your trifling ass. Milton, you bogus girl, Milton.
Who's Milton?
I would assume that's a man's name, right?
Yeah. Maybe it's a typo in the lyrics.
No. Start your car up and get ready to take me home. It's his buddy.
Oh, he's talking to his buddy now.
Yeah. This bitch then lost her motherfucking mind.
So, more clear-cut gaslighting. Yeah, so did you learn any fun communication techniques from this?
Well, how would you like Kels to have responded?
Okay.
Well, what should Robert have done?
Okay, so if your girlfriend calls you and says, hey, I saw you at the club with other women, and my friends say you were cheating or like whatever, drinking, kicking it, just like being flirty, whatever. If you have nothing to hide, then I would just like explain the situation and say like, no, like I wasn't doing this, like, tell your side of the story. And then I would assume if you're being falsely accused and there's nothing to be falsely accused of, then you probably have some feelings about that. Like, hey, like, I'm kind of hurt that like you would think me capable of that. And like, do you not trust me? Like, why don't you trust me? Is there something I've done in the past? It just sounds like in this case there might be.
And what if you are at the club cheating on this woman and you get a phone call and they accuse you of cheating? How should you respond?
Well, it depends. Do you want to gaslight or do you want to own up to it?
What should Kels have done if he was actually out there cheating?
If he was actually cheating and he was trying to be a better person now?
Or just, if he's accused of cheating and he was cheating, what if he's actually caught and not to be so upset and turn to gaslighting? What is the proper way
to take accountability and say, yes, I did it. I'm so sorry. I shouldn't have, answer her questions and then, I don't know, like just be a better person.
Yeah. Now, if you want Anna to make a part 2 and record a song as the woman on the other side of the phone to Real Talk,
I don't think
leave some comments. After 1,000 comments, she will get in the booth and record Real Talk part 2 from the woman's perspective.
Okay, sure. After 1,000 comments, sure. And if you want to see more of Nikolai, you can find him at bonsaiglobal.io. He does marketing services. So if you're looking for marketing either as an individual or a corporation, he's your guy.
Real talk.
All right, bye.